Yeah. I love all bitches. Round, square, oval bitches. Rich, poor, slave bitches. Smart, dumb, crazy bitches. Rude, horny, dirty bitches.
You happy now? Okay, this has been a long time. I've been meaning to make a ramble for God knows how many months, but welcome if you are tuning in to this amazing long video, most likely. Just so you know, it's most likely going to be a ramble. Discussing post-200 mil Slayer ideas and goals and just life update and I don't know, whatever else, bro. So if you want to click off the video, don't forget to like before you leave, okay? Thank you. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for discussion today. I think I've had like 8 billion different things bottled up over time, and I just keep forgetting about them now, so I haven't made a ramble in such a long time. So, first of all, I'm gonna quickly just admit, I'm making this video before I actually get 200 mil Slayer. I needed to make a ramble soon, and I wanted to have one ready so I can start doing other stuff with my UIM account. So, I am 170k off. By the time this video is up, I should be 200 mil because this idea is going to be for post 200 mil Slayer. Now, it'd be hilarious if I died on my way to finish 200 mil because then that'd be well, I guess that'd be kind of sad actually. So I'm just going to be probably doing some rune crafting a little bit. I'm doing a tiny bit of this mini game. As you can see, the points up here, it's going pretty good. 441 and 400. Is this game, what's the percent? Like 73 probably? I'm not even joking if it is. Oh, dude, 2% more. When you don't make rambles for a while, you kind of forget how to even start them because, like, no one's really expecting a ramble video, at least not on my channel because it's been so long since I've done one. But I'm going to be doing let me just set this all up real quick and grab, like, 2 of these things. I did start doing combination runes at this place. It's actually very easy. I don't know if I'm even doing it right, but in case anyone wants to do it in the future, you pretty much just grab either, like, I think any elemental rune pretty much, and you can make all the combination runes with it, minus the one that it is. So if I go to the water altar here, that's the only combination rune I can't make, but I can just take these out and use earth runes instead. So if you want to do combination runes in the future here, it's a lot more points for the elemental points at least. You can get like 13 points. Your chair stick. This guy just ruined my entire, it's kind of new, so it doesn't smell. I did buy the what do you call it? The Logitech fucking like Herman Miller chair, like $2-something million for it. So don't forget to like the video. Thank you. For now, my chair actually does smell okay, I guess. So as you guys have probably watched the last few Hardcore Iron Man videos, we did spend a long time just getting like my herb tab ready and whatnot. This is where we're currently standing at. I did finish the Aventos and we started the Catadines now. That's like the next goal probably. Seeds are, yeah, 600 Catadines, and then I got like 1,000 Lance to go through. We're getting close to the 1,000 in ours, aren't we? Oh. First, a quick word from our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Ridge Wallet. Don't get it confused though, they have more than just wallets, they also have key cases, backpacks, and so much more. This key case requires almost no effort to get your keys attached, and it doesn't even require long nails to do so. Ridge has a very high quality backpack. One thing I've enjoyed about this bag is that the straps give you a lot of leeway, so if you're tall like me, the bag won't sit halfway up your back, it'll sit comfortably around your bum or above your bum. And well, we can't ignore the wallets that Ridge has. These are so small they fit right into your palms. They can hold 12 cards, there's room for cash at the back of it, there's 30 different colors to pick from. The 50,000 5-star reviews make sense. Once you adjust from using a fat clunky wallet to a Ridge wallet, it totally makes sense. It comes with a lifetime warranty. That's pretty much longer than 90% of marriages these days. You know what else is 90% chance? You getting a second date if you pull out a Ridge wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get the best offer with my link below, or go to ridge.com/Alkan. Save up to 40% from now until December the 22nd. The link can be found below this video or in the pinned comment section of the video. Go to ridge.com/Alkan and get yourself the second date. Boy, bro. And then we're gonna, like, one day, like, what if it is 7,000 irits, bro? That's just so fucking much, bro. I don't know how that's gonna even happen, but yeah, I've just been pretty much gathering supplies here and there, and we did hit 30 mil base not that long ago on the hardcore, so you know, I guess that was kind of a nice little goal I had for a while. And I mean, as soon as I hit 30 mil, or even before I hit 30 mil, bro, I was like, so what's the next basic speed goal I'm gonna make? And I think it's probably just gonna be 50 mil. My current stats are like, I think a lot of them are actually already 50 mil, because I don't really, I mean, I just kind of like train whatever skill I'm in the mood for, but I'll just pull up the high scores. We'll get into like other things in a second. I just want to quickly flex to you guys, and then okay, let me just quickly flex my non-PVMing. Wait, is this game over? It is. Oh, wait a minute, cannot be missing this. Do not judge me if I fuck up a lot while doing this, because I'm trying to like talk while doing it, alright? So don't you dare wait. Oh, okay, okay. It hasn't fully ended yet. I think when this portal is white, it's actually like kind of open, or yellow or white or whatever. But when it's red, it's like the game's still going on. But there is a bit of downtime in between. So there we go. I think it's like 30 seconds now till we start. Seems good. Right here, let me just flex real quick. Where is display? Okay, so if we were to go for 50 mil base right now, we only have a few skills to really go for. Oh right, little neat trick. Let me flex it to you again. All right, click on the raw, click on skill, and then I won't even move my mouse. It's just gonna start mining as soon as the game starts. There you go. There's a tip. Thank you for Twitch chat for helping me. Bam, you're a bitch, by the way. Look at that little, already a small humble tip just to give everyone, just make sure the game is over when you actually do that, because if it's not over fully, like once you get the big XP drop after this mini game, then you can actually like fully AFK, and the next game will be quick. So here's the current stats real quick. I think if I was to make 50 mil base my current goal, we have fletching left, which is not bad. That's like I probably almost have that banked, honestly. 5 mil smithing, which if you watch one of the recent videos, we've got like 100 million smithing XP banked. Mining's bit nice, 73. Agility is already 39. We hit like 31 mil recently, bro. Agility is not a bad skill to do already when I'm playing my other account and like doing, like the Iron Man's been doing mad clue scrolls lately. So when I get a clue scroll, I just quickly teleport to Artie and do like laps, do the clue scroll, then go back to Slayer. So I freaking love Artie, it's great. Thieving is my lowest for whatever reason right now, actually, which is weird, isn't it? The reason it's probably my lowest is not because I'm trying to save a fast skill for last or some shit. It's just that the way you do thieving, you have to keep your mouse in one spot, and because I play multiple accounts, that's very annoying to do. I probably get like 30% less XP doing thieving normally just because I gotta keep clicking on my other accounts, so I'm not sure when I'll be doing this. After Twitter Mill Slayer, the goal was to do the quest, Sins of the Father, and once I unlock that, I'll be thieving blood shards for, I want to say most of my thieving, but honestly, who knows? It might not be most of my thieving, so I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Rune crafting is now 32 mil, and construction's 32 mil, so those two skills down there, and agility pretty much is the base ones. Thieving should be quick, and then like fletching will happen pretty quickly. Prayer, I'm pretty sure I have just about like 100 mil total XP in the bank once I use my bones, which is sweet. Same with Herblore, so like it's kind of weird, but like once I hit 50 mil base, like a lot of them is already at 100 mil plus, so it's like, is it just 100 mil base? Are we just going for 200 mil all at this point? I have no idea, bro. It is kind of strange, because every time I like make a new account or I do something else for a while, I look back at my hardcore and I just make sure the entire time I AFK it somewhere, do something. And then I come back to my hardcore with like the next crazy big ass XP that I've recently reached. So it's like, I guess it's paying off, just like the random AFKing of the account. Right, so we should probably discuss a few of the goals for the hardcore Ironman. I know I kind of just glanced a little bit over the like 50 mil base. Pretty soon we probably have to have a discussion about our Lord and Savior. No, holy shit. Fucking, oh god, bro. Alfie just starts listening up. So we have about 2 different routes I guess the hardcore could take at this point. Ever since like I made the account, the only main goal ever was to be rank 1 Slayer, and then to also get 200 mil while being rank 1. So I guess that part's been achieved, but as always, you just set yourself new goals. So I guess one path we could take, obviously, in the hardcore is out of nowhere, just grab it and start PVMing with it, considering the goal that I set a long time ago has been reached and achieved. But I'm not sure if I want to go that path yet or not. Something I've been kind of leaning a little bit more into. I mean, obviously, since I've been doing it on the Iron Man, it's like collection log related stuff. Ideally, we kind of all know that my Iron Man's not really as good as my hardcore in terms of like longevity of the account. I don't really know. I mean, maybe it is in terms of like the pets that it has now, but if I was to like put my best account forward, put your right foot forward, it would be probably my hardcore, I would imagine, with 2.5 bill XP. The Iron Man's at like 1.1 bill, pretty damn good. A lot more pets, a lot more time PVMing, but obviously the skills are kind of lacking. And normally I like to have just one really good account. I mean, me quitting my main account a long time ago was probably a big change for me, because that account had 2 AlkanRs, 3 really good ranks, obviously, as well. And I think I had about 2.2 bill XP on my main account before I just fully stopped logging into it. So That account was a pretty big change for me to stop playing it because it was an account I played nonstop since like 2005 or 6 or something like that. And in like what, 2017 or something, I stopped playing it pretty much. So from that time, 12 years of one account every fucking day pretty much, minus maybe like, I don't know, RuneFest stuff and like school stuff maybe. But yeah, I had to quit the account because I just kind of got bored of mains, I think. So I moved on to the hardcore. But collection log is something I've been considering a little bit for the hardcore. Obviously, there's a lot of PVMing involved in collection log, so I'd be doing what you call the pussy way. I would be doing most likely, well, I've had this goal for a while. I want to go for pets on the account that are safe for now, which would include probably like the temp boss, the rune crafting minigame, which I'm already at. The Olm pet I do want to get. I actually don't have it. I have a good amount of Olm points or whatever, raid points, but I don't have it yet, and I want to have the dust on it, obviously. I mean, who really does normal raids these days? Just do CMs, bro. But it's what you're supposed to do, right? Because collection. And then I think there's a few more, like the temp boss. So temp boss, rune crafting, that one. Mole pet I'd probably go for. I mean, it wouldn't even be that bad of an idea. It would give me some nests. I don't really need nests because, you know, birdhouses, but I think I can get like around 21 to 22 total pets on the hardcore without having to risk the account status at all. Which would be kind of cool. I mean, I think it's like 17 pets right now, so 4 or 5. I don't know about the freaking BA pet. I don't know if I'm feeling all that shit. But I think eventually if I was to get a lot of collection stuff on the hardcore done, just passively, obviously I'd still be skilling. Maybe at that point, after having so much and not having much room for other like collections, I would maybe ease into some PVMing stuff. I don't know what my goals are going to be long-term on the hardcore, to be honest. I mean, I could either keep skilling and maybe one day have Tutor Malal, which I think is kind of unique because hardcore, obviously, not even like the PVMing side of it, but just like, if you go for Tutor Malal, there's one mistake you can make and it's all gone. Even if it's just a skilling-related mistake like Slayer or a quest you're doing or whatever you might be doing, could just, I don't know, be drunk one night and just fucking forget what the hell you're doing. It could happen, you know, so any slip up could happen at some point. You know, you forget a shield for like a wyvern task, you get hit like twice and you might be dead. So anything really could happen. And having Slayer out of the way is like probably the biggest relief, I'd imagine. I mean, I did almost die doing Slayer. I got Ring of Life out of Blue Dragon about 3 or 4 years ago. I think I was playing my Iron Man account right now that you're watching, like the Iron Man Dead Salad account. I was going for KQ on it as a hardcore. And I ended up dying, or not dying, but Ring of Lifing to a Blue Dragon. I got distracted, and this is back when you would blowpipe stuff, because like there was no lance yet. So I'd blowpipe them with Mage Prey on, and my prayer ran out, and I think my anti-fire also ran out. If you remember that, you're probably an OG, so respect. But that was the closest the hardcore's ever been to dying. And something like that could obviously happen at any moment. Now, given I was playing and I was streaming on top of it, so definitely mad distractions, but, you know, it could happen to anyone. So, if I was to ever make my goal Tutor Malal as a Red Helm, this would be the only account I'd ever do it on, so if it was a die, obviously, I could never do it then. So I'd have to come to terms with knowing that I will never get Tutor Malal on a Red Helmet account. Not that the Red Helmet account is unique to me, it's just something that's, I guess it is unique to me, but it's not unique in terms of the PVMing stage. Obviously, I know there's a difference between like a hardcore that does actual hardcore stuff and then just the hardcore. There is a bit of a difference in skilling as a hardcore versus Iron Man, that's for sure, but not a big one. So those are the two options I think I have right now. One thing I might do after Slayer is completely done is possibly go get my Vorkath backpack. I'm not doing any acid walking though, fuck that shit. So if we don't do that, you know, it should be fine as long as we don't disconnect. Since the Father, obviously, that's one of the last quests I really have to do. I might go for the quest cape in the future. It's possible in, like, I would say, like, not even next year, maybe, but the year after would be maybe some PVM, like, actual goals. But we'll see, you know, I mean, there is 2,000 CMs I could technically go do right now, which would be a freaking ton to do, but those are some of the goals. So maybe a little bit less, like, completely XP related, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's only so much collection log you can do with no PVM at all. But it is the reason why I've been stacking clues for the past little while, if you've noticed on the Iron Man or the hardcore. So I'm just kind of getting them ready. I've also been going in the Wildy with like the Wildy clues, which is stupid probably, but a bit of adrenaline rush, I guess. Is that like what I'm trying to chase? Yeah, a bit of an adrenaline junkie. No, I'm not. I'm fucking hardcore that doesn't PVM. Hey, I've made many hardcores to PVM though. But yeah, we'll see what the actual goals at that point are going to be. Right now, I think just gonna play how I want probably, and see where that takes me. But maybe in terms of the actual status, I don't know if I care as much as I used to maybe a long time ago. I mean, like I said, the goal that I wanted is achieved, so at that point we could move forward to something else. I just don't know what it would be yet. But there's some things I obviously want to complete before the status is ever at risk, which is probably using up all the supplies that I would imagine I probably made the thumbnail of this video, the supplies I have in my bank, so you're welcome, bro. Thanks for clicking the video. Yeah, I'll probably use up all the supplies I have on the account before I do anything, just because you may as well. Dragon Bones is a risky one. I mean, obviously the Will the Altar would make it much better, but I think I have about 100 mil prayer XP in total if I use all my bones and stuff, so that'll look kind of cool as a hardcore, I think, so I'd probably just go for that. And if I obviously become regular Iron Man ever, there is like Dagonoth Kings. I gotta do all those pets, obviously, and Vorkath pet. You add up all that prayer XP there, it's probably almost 200 mil. Okay, I guess let's go. Because this is where I can't make this combination rune, so I'm just gonna pull out the earth real quick. And then that's it. So you'll see, like, this is like 3... Oh, where's the earth rune? I think it's like 3 for every single one of these, like the points at least. Put one of those things back on. By the way, why wasn't there like a new amulet that was released from this minigame so you can connect a bunch of binding necklaces together? Weird, bro. This is like the best place to put it, but they never did. So, yeah, rip. Right, what else were we discussing? I kind of forget. This is why I don't make rambles, man. Yeah, so after doing a Slayer, I guess. Oh, shit, I got Superior down there. I'm doing Iron Man Slayer down there in case anyone's wondering. We're doing the Deviant Slayer task, which is horrible, but at the same time, I don't mind it because it's so AFK. Let me flex the UIM real quick. I should probably discuss this for a few seconds. There is one topic I want to discuss, which is the Fang, like nerf or whatever in a second. I just want to quickly like flex everything I can first, and then we'll get into it. The UIM is, let me try to get it down here. There it is. Unfortunately, this is like a huge leak if you actually look. So don't look if you don't want to ruin this series in the future. I am kind of actively playing the UIM again, where I'm actually paying a bit of attention. I think soon I'm going to go through a phase of AFKing the Iron Man for a little bit, so that means probably collection log will be on pause for a tiny bit of time, most likely. Because I'm going to be working... Ooh, let me just place this. Hey, I got you guys. Look at that last one to be red. Perfect. So, yeah, I'm not even sure when I'll start releasing them, but... Currently, the UIM videos I'm putting together, I need to edit quite a few of them still, because in the past, I made them where like it's like one episode, one episode, one episode. But now that I'm like so far ahead of those episodes, I want to take like 4 episodes, make it into one big video, then move on to the next 4 episodes, put those together, and then I'll be pretty much caught up. So hopefully like 2 to 3 UIM videos, and I'll be caught up to where I would imagine I'd be, so... currently just AFKing Dagonoth in the Catacombs. I hit 70 prayer not too long ago for the Bone Crusher, which was like a little small goal I had. Look at all these goals this guy has, bro. Any IRL goals? What, you leave the house at all, dude? So, yeah, that was the goal, and now I'm just AFKing Dagonoth. If you are like an Iron Man or a UIM especially, bro, like that, I've camped these in the past. I've advertised them in the past. I'm telling you, it really does pay off. I will, quickly take a look at how many seeds I've obtained here, actually. From just Dagonoth alone, I've gotten 104 Snapdragon seeds, 494 Toadflax seeds, 385 Erit seeds, like just 240 Avanto seeds. It's pretty crazy. And like a bunch of Snapegrass seeds, which is quite nice to get on a UIM. But anyways, that's going back to like fully AFK. Let's put this account back up there. There we go. You know, just like re-aggro them every 10 minutes or something like that, and that's pretty much good enough. So let me just take a sip. No, I don't really talk like non-stops for so long anymore, minus just streaming, I guess. Right, so the Fang nerf that I kind of want, that's like one thing I want to discuss a tiny bit of, even though I haven't done that much research on like the complete nerf of it, but yeah, I guess let's discuss it. So the Fang was added with TOA, obviously. They made it like a very common drop, just like the ring pretty much. The ring kind of makes sense to be quite a common drop. It's not like that overpowered of a weapon or anything. It's got some niche like uses for sure. And then the Fang, I don't know if they just didn't do the math right or something, but the Fang was clearly going to be better than like most weapons at bosses, like over the rapier and whatever else there might be out there. So You know, they made that pretty common. The staff was originally kind of shit a little bit, and then they buffed it at TOA. It was a bit weird that the staff was not that good at TOA originally. I'm happy they changed that. That made a lot of sense. I know it doesn't have to be the best there or anything, but it just the scene seems to be like Tebow great at Cox, Scythe great at TOB. So staff great at like raids 3. It just I like that. It just kind of keeps, you know, just keep that shit going, you know, keep it nice and fluid and consistent. So that was nice to see they changed that. I think it does out DPS the Tebow in quite a few things now, which is, you know, good. When you really think about Tebow, dude, it's like the most overpowered thing ever. It's free to use pretty much. I know, like, technically, especially as an Ironman, you gotta get like amethyst arrows or some shit, but dude, that shit is free to use, man. You compare that to any other high level weapon that's like, you know, the high level ones like Tebow and Scythe and whatnot. That thing is free to use, man. Even like a few hours of AFKing, like amethyst arrows, you'll have enough to last you like probably a few weeks, probably even a month. So it is kind of funny to see the comparison these days. When it was first released, I guess it didn't seem that overpowered because there was not much to compare it to when it comes to like balancing. Well, obviously when it first came out, it was very overpowered compared to anything else, but eventually the combat system like caught up, but then like the price didn't. Like the Tebow price is still nothing, and the other two weapons are extremely expensive. I did see, I think Mod Ash tweet something on Twitter in like a response to someone about how he wasn't a huge fan of like the Scythe having a very high value like to charge it and stuff like that. I don't know if that means there's ever a change coming or not. I do believe Blood Rune's at a very all-time low now. They might be like 200 each even, to be honest, but that was kind of expected to come when, like, I guess TOA kind of came out if the Scythe wasn't good there. I am a little shocked that the Scythe is not good at TOA, like, at all. I don't think, like, people who have every item in the game don't bring it there even, which I guess is kind of telling. I mean, Tebow obviously is still good there and everything, and the staff, but I don't even bring my Scythe. I don't even know who does bring a Scythe, to be honest with you, to TOA. So I think originally we did for like the pillar or something, and that was like the only real use was just the pillar, and then just, I don't know, I just stopped bringing it after that because it just felt like I don't want more items in my inventory just to have like one very small niche use, and it's barely even any better, so I just kind of banked it, as well as like everyone else kind of did. Right, so the Fang. I gotta say, I do think that the original Fang obviously was very OP, but I think it's ultimately Jax's fault for why the nerf had to happen. They made a very overpowered weapon. Very common. I don't know why. I think we literally could have had the Fang the way it was at least in the game forever. But because Jax was like, yeah, let's make a great weapon, very common drop, why not? That kind of ruined it. If it was as rare as like a staff, I do not believe the Fang would have ever been nerfed. It's just that since everyone had one, it seemed like it was kind of overpowered. But I think if nobody had, like, or not nobody, but if very few people had one because it was rare, kind of like the staff, there would have been a lot less complaining about it. I mean, otherwise you can be like, Tebow's way too overpowered, but because it's so rare, it's not that overpowered. You know, it kind of balances out like at least a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, the Fang should have been, in my opinion, the same rarity as the staff, if not just one tier below it, but I would have personally put it as rare as a staff. I mean, we have like a Maul and a Kodai being the same rarity as a Tebow, so it's not like, it's not a bad idea to have like a semi-troll drop on the mega rare table, right? So, I mean, obviously no one likes getting a Maul, but, you know, it is the same rarity as a Tebow. So, yeah, I wish they did that. It's too late probably to change it that way anyways. I also don't really know why they added the Fang to the, like, not even normal mode, like the entry mode, whatever it's called, entry level. I guess it's one of those situations where, like, business-wise, they wanted everyone to be able to do raids, and it was such a big release, so I guess I kind of understand that. Wait, is this game over? Wait, why am I getting these? Okay, well, here, you guys can see for the first time, possibly, that you can actually cap points in this place. You get, like, only 1,000 of each, well, 1,000 of 1 point. You can't actually get 1,000 of each, but wait. Deposit, there it is, 1,000. So the most points you can get, I think, is 13 from this place. I don't know if it'd be 14 or not. Maybe, no, it shouldn't. I think only 13, but I guess there's 12. That's like the typical cap, I guess, in this place. Did I ran out of an amulet. Yeah, once again, I gotta go bank. Yeah, so the Fang nerf, I think it needed to probably happen, but I don't think it ever should have happened. They should have just originally, like, on day one, changed the drop rate. Like, it would have been that late, I guess. If you change the rates on day one, I'm not too angry. I would have been like, why don't you just do more thinking before you release the update, though? But at least it wouldn't be, like, too late. I don't think they're ever going to fix the rate now. I think they're going to keep it the way it is. And like I said, I think they kind of messed up by releasing it in beginner mode or whatever it's called. Entry level. I mean, TOB doesn't release anything in the entry level. You can get like elite clue scrolls and like very small random loot. But it was weird. It seemed like nobody had an issue with TOB not having, you know, even like I think they were considering putting defenders in the TOB like entry mode level thing, and they just I think it failed a poll, which is weird because that's like you can kind of tell that's what the community wished for. They wished that it wouldn't be added to an entry level thing, and then they just went and like said, "Fuck you guys, we're gonna add this to the entry level like TOA mode instead." So I don't know, bro. I think it was a dumb design, dumb idea. It does kind of suck to see an item that got nerfed fully just because of Jax's incompetence, I guess, honestly. It's kind of the main reason. I mean, if it was rare, I don't think we'd have any complaints about how good it is. I do like that they kept it good at TOA, especially after everyone got, like, the 600 invos and shit. I've only done 595 invo. I'm not exactly at that level yet, but we're getting there. That was a complete joke. The highest I've done is, like, 360 or some shit, but... I haven't really tried to like push the invos. I just like I was with a team. They're like, let's do 365. I was like, okay, let's go. And then I died like in every single room. Yeah, okay, I'm not that bad. All right, let's not advertise that I'm this horrible. Okay. In fact, I think I was the only one that didn't die, but someone else got PK'd, so it wasn't really fair. I have been doing CMs on this account. I think we're at like 70 or so CMs. One nice thing about this account is the collection log for Cox is actually not that outdated. I only have like a few things missing on it. And luckily the T-bow is actually on there. Oop, go in there. I'll pop it up in a second if I can, as long as I make this place right here. I didn't even notice I got my T-bow after collection log came out, to be honest with you. It seems like it was a very long time ago, but yeah, there it is. Only thing on this is missing is like, I think one of these, 3 bucklers, 1 or 2 arcanes. In case you're wondering, this account finished Cox in like 550 KC or some shit. I'm talking every single item, all 12 of them. Probably the luckiest account in the game to get it, if not at least maybe Iron Man. There's a few accounts that came kind of close, but they were missing a few items. And I guess the ideal way to look at it is, you know, every single item, not just like every item, but like, you know, the useless ones. So if you have like all the items but a buckler and like 400 KC, you technically haven't beat me, but ideally you have, because I mean, who wants a buckler really anyways, so... but yeah, to get all 12 items, it took me like, what, 550, I believe? Something like that, maybe 580. I got my maul, I believe it was, last. I just did like a random raid for fun because we were just bored. And out of nowhere, just pulled the maul, which is the last purple I needed. And I was definitely not going for the maul. I just was doing it for, I don't know, something to do, I guess. But yeah, probably more discussion in the future to be had with the hardcore. But for now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing on it. And that is like half the reason why I've been doing clue scrolls a lot lately, like even the wildy times, bro, question mark. It's because I'm trying to get it ready for like collection log in the future. So I'm trying to do like mediums and easies when I get them now, because I don't like getting either one of those clue scrolls. And the worst part is with doing Twittermal Slayer, you're probably supposed to do like a few thousand clue scrolls with Slayer, maybe even 10,000, who knows, bro. And I obviously just never bothered trying because you get a hard clue, it's deep wildy, you normally just drop it. So it was just annoying to keep dropping them as you went. But it is nice to know that I've at least achieved the one goal that I had on this account, which was rank 1 Slayer at 200 mil. I mean, I've been like sitting at the same XP for like I think 6 months or something, or like I've been like 3 mil XP off I think for about 6 or so months. So in terms of like competition, there wasn't like that many people going for 200 mil Slayer, I guess, so it didn't make it easy. I did have to, oh man, I misclicked. Oh, now I'm thrown off completely. This freaking yellow portal's gonna get yoinked, isn't it? Do I want these steam runes? Yeah, why not? Give me these, thank you. Well, hiccup. Yeah, there wasn't that many people doing it back then, so I think the first guy, Thoradin was his name or something like that, he had like 20 mil Slayer, and I was like, oh shit, that's quite a bit. But I think he stopped playing or something, and just, yeah, I think at one point, I was rank 1 Slayer with like 100 mil, And I think rank 2 was like, I don't even know if they were like even 20 or 30 mil. It was like around the 30 mil mark max probably, so. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, please like the video, help my nice algorithm push, and I don't know, leave a comment about like your dick size or something, bro. Something really gay like that, okay? Thank you. That was a pretty cool lead I had at some point, but then I just started AFKing and, you know, playing like some new hardcore Iron Man I made, so, yeah. I know I made like a small like ramble video. It might have been my last ramble video actually. Where I think where the title was like I'm going for 1 million blood runes or some shit on my Iron Man account. I've actually never followed through with that. I hit like 550k and then I stopped. There was no reason why I stopped. I just I realized I'd rather just make those blood runes on the hardcore Iron Man account. I think, which is kind of gonna be like the next thing I do. Let me just. Oh, where's my essence, bro? I didn't even get it out. Okay, thank you. There we go. Yeah, I thought I'd just save that energy for my hardcore most likely. So hopefully I haven't died to the quest, and I'll be. The goal is to pretty much finish the collection log in this place. I better make this, and then probably start making blood runes. I will be doing ZMI most likely in this account for my rune crafting XP, but I would like to make a good ass amount of blood runes. And by good ass, I mean, like, probably a few million. I think I'm already at, like, 900,000 blood runes, so it's not like I'm even that low right now, but I think maybe make, like, 2 to 3 million, possibly more than that, just to have them, because honestly, once you're, like, done rune crafting, you don't ever want to go back to it, so at that point, I have to buy whatever blood runes I would need in the future. Now, obviously, this is only if, like, I'm using a scythe or some shit, which I would imagine I would probably have as a normal Iron Man. So, I guess prepping for being a normal Iron Man at that point. Wait, why am I even doing... These games are slow or something? I'm, like, capping a little bit too easily here. Yeah, this is, like... Wait, this is well over, dude. Okay, then. Seems good. I think at nighttime, it normally does die down a bit in terms of, like, the worlds being good or some shit. I'm also on a bit of a laggy world right now, which is my excuse for missing ticks, okay? Just a little small excuse, thank you. Wait, I better be able to get this. Hold on. Give me it. Alright, cool. 1,200 points, good. Just the way should I start looting? I'm so tempted, bro. Maybe at 500. I wanted to save this for tomorrow's stream, maybe like 500 or something, but I think 500 is like, what, 15% chance of the pet maybe, is it? I don't even know, actually. I think the pet's 1 in 4k, so 400 loot is 10% of it, so I'm not really too sure, but here's how it's looking so far. The Guardians. Yeah, I mean I don't have a lantern yet, which is shite, dude. Yeah, 1,068 searches, and this is like what, 4,000? God damn, bro, that's quite a bit. This account's log is hilarious, bro. You just look at all the boss stuff and like everything's garbage. What the fuck is this, dude? Like a dude couldn't even at least I greened this, all right. Thank you. They're actually updating the pickaxe drop tables soon, aren't they, for KBD? It's gonna be 1 in 1,000 pretty soon, I believe. And KQ is gonna be 1 in 400, which is pretty sweet actually. I kind of like that. I had to kill like 440 KQ for my KQ head drop way back in the day. I think I was like, at some point, I was like rank 1 KQ, I think, which is kind of funny to think about, but, yeah, now it's like, I don't know, probably 2-3k, I'd imagine. Yeah, they're adding the Dragon Pickaxe there, which is interesting, especially for Hardcore Iron Man. I would still say, like, KBD is not really that hard to do or anything. Probably recommend having at least a Lance or a DHCB. I personally prefer DHCB way more than the Lance at KBD. You just feels like you last way longer in the trip, and yeah, just feel better doing it that way. So I think I did like what, Carol's or something, and a DFS and a DHCB, so that was pretty sweet. But yeah, this account has like literally nothing, bro, in the log. That's hilarious. I just remembered something that I wanted to discuss like in a ramble from like 5 months ago. I jotted it down and I just found the reason for it. I think I discussed this. So this is back when like Group Iron Man was like in the hype and everything, and I was gonna make a ramble, but I just never got around to it. I jotted down this. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check this. Normally when you jot things down, you don't type like proper English. You know what I'm saying, dude? Oh, right. So I think a long time ago on Group Iron Man, this is such a random topic to discuss, but I just thought it was kind of funny that the reason why we didn't get it was because of Graceful. So people wanted to make it so you could trade the Bofa and the Crystal Armor on Group Iron Man accounts, like put it in the chest or trade it to each other. when it's like fully charged or something. And I think the reason they were against it was because if they made untradables like tradable or something, they said something about graceful. So like basically what you could do, very niche by the way. Basically what you could do is make a group Iron Man account, get like full graceful, give it to someone, and then that someone can like de-iron their account and become a main account with like full graceful for free or some shit. With like level 1 agility, I guess was like the kind of thing they discussed, which is to me, dude, I remember when they said this, I was just like slapping my fucking cock, bro. I was like, dude, just make it so graceful doesn't work then. Like, I don't know why I jotted this down or why I'm discussing it now, but I just saw it and it pissed me off, so I had to discuss it again. Jax, y'all a bunch of morons, by the way. That was funny, bro. The whole reason our team couldn't trade our Bofa was because they didn't want graceful to become purchasable on a main account with level 1 agility. And I'm just sitting there like, just make graceful not tradable then? You don't have to make that tradable if you don't want to. It's fucking weird, champ, dude. Dude, I don't know, bro. I remember writing that down. It just pissed me off. And it still pissed me off today. So let's just discuss it, I guess. All right, that was about the only like thing I think I had jotted down from a long time ago. There is one more, which was the inconsistency of deaths, I think. So for whatever reason, CG is not safe for UIM to die in case you guys didn't know. Meaning, if you go on a UIM and you do Corrupted Gauntlet and you have stuff in your Hispori, you will lose the stuff in your Hispori if you die out, like inside the Gauntlet. I thought this was very strange, and it's also just like how it is for like any account, even like main accounts too, and Iron Man and everything. I'm wondering if the whole reason for this was strictly just because of Hardcore Iron Man. Like, obviously, CG should stay dangerous for Hardcore Iron Man. But I'm wondering why they make it so you lose your, like, Hispori items if you die. Is there no way they could make it so it's dangerous for a Hardcore, but, like, you don't get fucked over on, like, a main account or, like, an Iron Man or a UIM or something? It's very weird. I don't really know. That was a random thing I jotted down. Dude, these are such old things I had to discuss here. I had this jotted down, too. The notable or the stackable Mossy keys. I'm just going through a list I wrote down like 5 months ago. I think, when did they add the notable Mossy keys or stackable Mossy keys? That's when I wrote this down, bro. If I had to discuss that now, I would say good idea, good update. There was also something they did. I don't know if it actually went in the game or not, if it's live, but I think you can use like noted dragon bones on the Wildy altar. Is that a thing now, or did that fail or something? I'm not really too sure. I'm going to assume it passed, most likely. Probably that was actually a pretty interesting update. Smart, I would say. Definitely makes you want to risk more, which is, I guess, the whole point. I love the bait in it, obviously. Bring more bones in the Wildy, you'll get rewarded, you know, heavier with better XP rates, but obviously you risk more. It's not bad, I guess. It's healthy. But that was a funny one that I wrote down. That's about all I think I wrote down. Oh, I got this question like a week ago in my stream, actually, which was... a huge discussion, like back in the day, was always Altscape pretty much, and how it like kind of changed the game pretty much. I guess we could discuss alts in 2022, almost 23. That seems kind of outdated, but hey, why not? As some of you might know, I didn't really enjoy alting in terms of like making money much back in the day. I wasn't really for it. I knew it was just the future. Oops, I'm gonna mess that up. Of like how every main account was gonna play. I think part of why I enjoyed playing Iron Man, even on RuneScape 3, was the fact that there was just no more alting, like, at all. I do know that we had alting for Iron Man at some point, kind of. It's not the same, obviously, as, like, alting on a main account. But what is my opinion on alting now? I told that guy I'd save the question for a ramble at some point in the future. Have I even thought about it long enough to really even know? I think I'm at the point where I don't really look at main accounts as, like... anything. Yeah, y'all just a bunch of nothings, bro, to me. I think it's the meta for the game these days, most likely, and I'm not a fan of it, which is why I think I enjoy Iron Man a lot more. I'm happy they got rid of the Iron Man alting methods. Like, you could do, like, Corp. I think rank 1 hardcore Iron Man Corp is literally all boosted, by the way, so fuck that. I don't really know who he is, actually, but I think he had, like, 4,000 Corp or something, and he has, like, 0 of every, like, he has no Bandos hilt, he has no war... Actually, he probably has a Warhammer. I don't even know, like, what else he had, but he, like... I'm assuming just spec'd it down on, like, a different Iron Man account, and then, just killed it on the hardcore when it was, like, a chicken, pretty much, because Corp doesn't really do any damage once you spec it all the way down. It does randomly, like a 40 sometimes, but it most likely won't kill you unless you're like very AFK or some shit. But I'm happy they got rid of like ulting. I did like 10 corp kills on stream just for that purpose because I thought it was stupid that we could do it. I think my corp casing in this account is like 30 or some shit. So I did that for a stream just to like mock it, I guess. There's gonna be some people now, oh, you did it too, huh? It's like, yo, 4,000 versus 30, bro, big difference. Now, if I had a shield in my bank, then that would be obviously an illegit shield. But I think I have a holy elixir actually in my bank. Corp is a boss I actually wouldn't mind doing if I was to ever go back to the PVMing. I think Corp on an Ironman is very boring, by the way. It's fucking horrible, dude. But I think doing it on an Ironman might actually interest me a little bit just because of the fact that, like, it's a little bit different, obviously. You cannot die, and it just kind of keeps you on your toes a bit more, whereas, like, on the Ironman, it is very just repetitive, isn't it? It's just, like, the same shit nonstop. I wish there was, like, a better way of doing it. I know there kind of is with, like, food and stuff, but they did talk a long time ago possibly making it, like, a group boss, kind of like Chambers and TOB and whatnot. If that was how it was originally in the game, I think I'd be okay with that. But because it's not like that right now, I'm probably not for it. Because, yeah, it's just, a lot of people have already kind of abused, like, just doing it now and be kind of unfair to change it. But then again, it's unfair that, like, a lot of updates happened and whoever has high XP in that skill got fucked over. So I guess, I mean, I don't know, is it unfair? Do we look at things differently when it comes to, like, PVMing nerfs or buffs versus, like, skilling nerfs or buffs? I mean, bro, I got, like, fucked out of 100 mil prayer XP because of the Ash update. So if I was to be like, well, what's the reasoning why we can't have Team Corp? It's like, well, I got devalued by, like, a few thousand hours. Corp is only a few hundred hours you probably devalue, so I guess it is weird how we draw. I think we draw the more moral line for the PVMing, because if you make PVMing, like, too easy on Iron Man, maybe? I don't really know. Where is the moral line there? I don't really know. But, I mean, I lost a fuck ton of hours due to skills updating, and I guess if you have a lot of Corp KC, you'll lose a lot of hours because of an update there, too. So I guess it would be, like, fair, but I don't think we'll ever get, like, group Corp on an Iron Man account like we have TOB and stuff. I guess what I'm saying is over time things get easier, and if Corp got easier for, like, Iron Man, then, I mean, is it unfair? Because they do it to skilling all the time, right? So it's like, what is... Oh, shit, I didn't deposit these. Wait, how many points do I... Oh, my God, bro, I'm freaking capped. Bro, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm freaking trying to record. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Oh, man, I lost at least 1 or 2 points there, didn't I? That's fine. I'll just make these nature runes just to get some extra XP and some natures. Thank you, bro. And it actually sucks I can't make blood runes at all because I haven't, like, quested even though I can make blood runes, but here you can't actually make them. Dude, I want to loot so bad. Ooh, my burn house is running. Good, good. I guess we'll just leave it. Good timing. I could probably make it back in time. What else was there to discuss? I'm sure I'll probably just pause this and think of something to discuss. I mean, obviously, if you want something to discuss in the future, just let me know now, and I'll probably, you know, the more, like, things that we have to discuss, I can probably make more rambles, but to be fair, I always make a ramble with nothing to actually talk about. The only thing I had on my mind today was the Fang mention, and that's about it. Everything else is, like, up in my ass. Oh, I kind of got it. This kind of connects with alts, actually. So one thing I really did like about the RS3 Iron Man was that, obviously RS3 changed like crazy when it comes to skilling. You could just buy your experience pretty much, whether if it's with bond money or real life money, doesn't matter. It'd be kind of funny if they actually, like, this almost relates to what Andrew Tate fucking said about the whole, like, put it on your forehead how many people you slept with. I don't want to talk about that. It just kind of reminded me of it. Like, put it on someone's account, like, how many bonds they bought with money. I think that'd be hilarious. Fucking, that's such a random thing to say, bro. Like, pretty much you can buy, you know, XP with either real money or with your RuneScape GP. It'd be interesting to see if you could look into how someone bought their spins. Was it with real money? How much money did someone spend in real life on all the spins they use? That'd be interesting to see, but obviously they don't want to expose that because, you know, that doesn't look good. They might sell less spins at that point, but it'd be cool to see, like, how many spins an account has done. And I guess you could private that information so it doesn't, like, you don't get attacked or some shit. But did I make this game back? I did. All right, cool. It just reminded me of what, you know, like, wear your fucking body count on your forehead. Mine's 0. Seems good. Is this shit about to get demonetized? Because I said the name Andrew Tate now, bro. I don't know, like, how bad it is to mention his name on the YouTube, especially with the algorithm. But most likely because it's, like, very far into the video, they probably won't detect it. I'm hoping. They probably have it for like bigger channels, so I'm probably fine, bro. I hope so. While we're on that discussion, let's actually, what do we think about Andrew Tate? Actually, you know what? You guys can comment. Actually, wait, don't comment below. I don't want any like, don't even have the word Andrew Tate in my comments. This video will get removed probably. What is the opinion on Andrew Tate? I haven't really kept up much with like social media related stuff, but I did hear he got like fully deplatformed. From not even just, oh shit, I'm missing this. That's fine. This is like a way off time. Yeah, deplatformed off like everything, and like even possibly like banks are not letting him do that kind of shit. That is kind of crazy, isn't it? All I know is I only heard of him from like scrolling through YouTube shorts, and he just keeps popping up. I'm like, all right, what does this shit do? Who's this bald guy? And then it just kept happening. I don't know how, but he hit the algorithm so fucking well. I have no idea how, bro, but he fucking nailed that. I think it was something like he had people in his like club or whatever doing it for him, or they were posting for him. I don't really know what the like memo is there or whatnot, but I didn't even make any essence, bro. I'm an idiot. I think the only thing I have to say about the entire situation with this guy is most likely, I think the things that he is saying is no different than what feminists are saying these days. I mean, feminists say very, misogyny-related stuff, but it seems like that word only goes with men normally. But I feel like feminists, extreme feminists maybe, I guess you could say, they say some pretty fucked up shit as well about guys, but they never get deplatformed for it. So I find it a little bit strange that this guy did. If they're gonna deplatform people for saying some crazy shit, I think a lot of feminists should be deplatformed too, to be honest with you. So I do find it unfair, most likely. I don't agree with what he says for most of the time. Then again, sometimes he's weird. He like makes sense sometimes, and then other times he's like, women deserve nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, I agree too. So it's like, it's very weird, but I do find him being fully deplatformed to be kind of this is, I don't know, it's a little bit irony, I guess, because like there's a lot of females that say very similar shit to him, but it's just in favor of women, whereas he's saying it in favor of men. So I do find it a little bit weird that he's, fully deplatformed and like can't open up banks in some places for saying shit that, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I kind of have to hear this stuff from females half the time anyways. It just, it's putting men down and he's putting women down. I'm like, it's the same shit, isn't it? While we're on this lovely topic, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, by the way. I mean, hey, it is pretty sweet to see that we've hit like a bit of a higher, sub count on YouTube. I think like for a year or something, no, 2, maybe even 3 years, I sat like 171k subs on YouTube, and I think it just kept going down because I wasn't really uploading much. But it's been pretty cool to see it actually going up. Not that I really pay much attention to it, because realistically, a higher sub count doesn't really mean much for you. There's people that have way less subs than me that do way better on videos, obviously, and people that have more subs that don't do even as well as I am. So it doesn't really mean much. It's not the same as like a Twitch subscriber count, obviously. So, but it is pretty cool to see. So thank you guys, for subscribing, watching, all that good stuff. It's great. Love what I do. I just play games all day. That's fucking cool. When I say games, I really just mean RuneScape, don't I? Do you guys consider yourself gamers if you just play RuneScape, by the way? I've always found the word to be a little bit weird to me, because I'm like, I'm not really a gamer, though. I just play RuneScape, don't I? It's not really gaming, am I? But I guess, like, playing multiple accounts makes you a gamer then, right? Maybe, bro. That's a little more extreme, right? It's maybe what you do on the game has to be impressive for you to be considered gaming. Like, Wooks is gaming when he's killing something, right? Am I gaming when I'm skilling? Probably not, because I'm doing it the lazy way, right? So maybe not really gaming, am I? I probably am gaming without the Ming part. Alright, so back to the original topic, as I was saying with RS3 and all that. One thing I do love about the game is having no free trade, which I know is very maybe like a sensitive topic for some people. But it's okay, after talking about the topic we just talked about, we're probably fine, bro. I've never liked free trade when it comes to like competing on the game, because free trade just results in a lot of potential gray area things that people do for money, or XP, obviously, with like microtransactions being in the game. So I think when like free trade was removed originally, like back when I was like ranked 10 or something on RS3, I wasn't actually a fan of it. I was like, this kind of like, because then you start seeing people that like didn't have much GP. There was something, I guess it's still kind of a thing these days. It was called like a buyable wall, pretty much. It wasn't that term back then, but it is now, I guess. Whereas some people had a lot of skills and XPs, but they didn't have any money because they weren't keeping up with making money while doing all this, which was ideally back in the day just doing flipping for money. So most people were like gaining XP, but there was like, where's this guy going to make his money? This will be interesting because he might actually have to sacrifice experience to go PVMing or to do something to make money. And that like entire part of the game just got completely destroyed with like being able to just play alts, I guess. So oops, I have way too many necklaces. So I didn't know I had one on me, but yeah, that's one thing I don't even know. Where's the bank? There it is. I have some weird rune crafting option on freaking left click where, dude. Yeah, I like just no free trade. I know it's like a PKer thing, obviously. It's very big for PKers. Obviously, I don't want them to remove free trade. I'm just saying on a skilling aspect, a competitive skilling aspect, it can ruin a lot of things. I mean, I guess you can competitively play alts. I mean, that makes sense too. But ultimately, I would like to see how far people get without any alts at all, just to see what it's like. Because that's like a true competition, I feel like, right? Then you'd see a lot of people that go for XP playing their account in a non-so-XP way because it's like more efficient to maybe spend 300 mil less on a buyable skill because it'll save you not enough time for 300 mil to be worth saving. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, just it was an interesting time, I guess. It was a lot more diverse in like the skilling aspects, I guess. Like some people would do very expensive methods because they could afford it, and then some people had to do cheaper methods because they didn't have enough money to do more expensive methods. So like I remember buying battle staffs in the GE. This is way back in the day where like the limit for crafting was 100 battle staffs every 4 hours. So I would always have an offer in the GE for battle staffs because it was like half the cost of like black d'hide bodies. It was also less XP, but it was like half the cost. So you had to like figure out ways to be like kind of efficient while being inefficient, I guess, at the same time. And I just missed that aspect of the game, and it's completely gone with free trade. Everyone just does the most expensive things for the most part now, and God knows where the money came from. People probably take loans nowadays. It's like, hey, any PVMing friends, give me 10 bill, I'll give you back 11 bill in like a year or something. And then, you know, they use it up, then they get it back. You know, they get to it in law, then they maybe like give the money back over time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a different time, I guess, but I liked it a lot more, in my opinion. I think what RS3 Iron Man kind of way back in the day gave me was like pretty much no free trade and no spin. So it was like a very nice feeling playing RS3 Iron Man. If there's one account that I do miss kind of playing, it would probably be that account one day. I don't think I'll ever play it again, though, just because it's... I mean, to be fair, RS3 is a way different game now as well. I did play for a small amount of time, I think, maybe like a year ago now or something like that. I played RS3. I logged on the Iron Man. I got like 115 archaeology or some shit. That was slowly relearning the whole farming update. I still don't know much about that. You can like farm like herblore supplies through like, I don't know, breeding like animals or some shit. I don't really even know. I know a friend like played his Iron Man and did all that stuff, but I didn't really like pay much attention to like what the hell was going on. So there's a lot to learn obviously with that game when you quit, especially even for like a year. I mean, if you quit for like a few months, I feel like you're good. Oh crap, I don't have rip. I was gonna get more. Alright, I'll just get more of these. I always do death runes if I can, because on Iron Man, on the hardcore Iron Man, you really can't runecraft death runes. I mean, it's like the Abyss is like the only way to do them, and yeah, I'm not doing that. So you have to buy them or runecraft them. So yeah, I'll just runecraft them here, I guess. Free non-wieldy death runes. Obviously, I have like 150k of them, so I don't really need any more than that as far as I'm aware. I don't think I'm going to be using my trident that much, unless I do like fucking 2,000 CMs or some shit. But even then, I'm probably not even going to use that many. Because most people go on the mage hand now because they have like that new staff, obviously, and I got a lance, so I'll stick to the melee hand. I will say though, the collection log coming out for main accounts, I think personally was a pretty big update, because I think the only difference really with Iron Man and main accounts was like you can kind of prove what you've achieved on like an Iron Man with like just having it in your bank. Obviously, with the main account, you don't really know what someone's done. So I think when collection log first came out and main accounts also had that option, I was like, oh shit, you can kind of be similar to an Iron Man as a main account now, because you could prove like you got everything through the collection log. So I'm kind of happy to see main accounts make a return, I guess, maybe for like collection log related stuff. If anything, I'm a bit jealous that you can just buy fucking... by the way, I still think buying clue scrolls is the most ridiculous thing ever, bro. I cannot believe they took something that like was that designed in a way where you get it passively and just said, here, buy them, bro. Just fucking buy as many as you want. That to me is still kind of crazy. It would have been very interesting to see what the clue scroll high scores would have been like if you couldn't just buy them. See, once again, money has too much fucking value, man. This is like the main reason why I hate main accounts at the same time. I hate it, dude. It's like cool, but it also kind of ruins the achievement, doesn't it? Like, for example, if you were to compare either game even, I think money has just too much power on each game, you know what I mean? Like, your account is extremely benefited by just having gold. And because gold is such a, you can get gold in a great, I mean, dude, there's people right now doing like Theater of Blood for like 10 mil per run because someone's leeching it or someone's paying to do it on like a hard, like there's so many crazy ways to make, like I know they got rid of the services, but there's actually services still going on. It's just, they're not talked about as much. So it just, I don't like when money has so much power on a game I'm playing. I just don't think it's a great design. Especially when that money can come through buying it through, you know, just real bonds, real money, buying it through websites that sell it to you and all that stuff. So, and now I guess the advantages of it would be, you know, for example, if you are paying people to run Essence for you for rune crafting, this skill goes from being like 100k an hour to like 300k an hour or some shit, just because of gold. And, you know, clue scrolls as well. Right? No one has to actually spend time getting clue scrolls anymore. You just buy them. So I don't like when money has so much value personally. It just, I think it also kind of ruins a bit of the game for me. I'm also on like a main account. I guess you just PVM, make money, and just stack the money up pretty much. I guess that's like the whole point. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess Iron Man's no different. You just PVM until you get all the items. And then once you have them, and you probably don't go back unless you're pet hunting or something. So I guess it's all pretty useless, isn't it? Yeah, there's one thing I'm definitely not a fan of. It's being able to buy clue scrolls. Like, even if you could buy, like, I wouldn't want you to be able to buy them even on like an Iron Man. I just think they kind of ruined like the sacred, like, of how clue scrolls were kind of designed. It was just designed to, you don't have to go out of your way to get them, but you can if you want to get them more efficiently. But now you just buy them. So, yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, one nice thing about Iron Man. Even though it's not nice because it makes you do more work to get them, but at least, you know, it looks kind of nicer in my opinion. But if you compare it to or a main account, it looks like I've done no clue scrolls compared to them because what even is the difference between like easy clue scrolls? I feel like easy clues on Iron Man is like a few an hour. Then you get, wait, where's my oh, it's up here. Okay, I was gonna say, is the game ending? Yeah, what is the difference between easy clues on Iron Man versus freaking main account? I gotta wonder what that number must be. It must be like, how many can you do on a main account per hour? Probably like 30, dude? Like 20? I don't even know. Iron Man is like freaking goddamn max like 8 or some shit, probably. I don't even know what it is, dude. It's a huge difference. Really not even sure what we discussed like entirely for this entire not stream, ramble, I guess. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was something to listen to while you're, I don't know, dicking around or some shit. If you did make it this far into the video, I have a surprise for you. Yep. That is your surprise. Okay, that was your surprise. Hopefully you enjoyed. Take care. I'll probably put like on the left the last ramble I made. I think you'll find it. And on the right will probably be the entire playlist if you want to listen to like rambles since like day one, which is probably like 3 or 4 years old. So yeah, thanks for listening and enjoy yourselves.